Alright, Shalom, Yasharala. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai is His Son, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Okay, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutation, peace, and mercy to you brothers that are out there doing the work of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai throughout the four corners of the earth, in sincerity and in truth. Okay, and I just want to do a video here on us going out there in the house of the byways, pushing the word. Okay, now one of the reasons why the Lord has us out there, is to fulfill the prophecies that Yahweh Shemashah has spoken. Okay, so the Lord has us out there in the house and the byways doing this work, just so that we can, tell the masses, about their future judgment, whether that's good or bad, and also, that's to fulfill prophecy, so that these people can never say, I wish I knew. Okay, the Lord has us out there so that these people can never have a I'm a cloak for their sins. Okay, because a lot of people, they like to justify what they're doing, and if you don't tell them otherwise, they'll lie to themselves and tell themselves that they're doing what they're doing is correct. Okay, but Yahweh Shemashah has some prophets out there to warn the people and let them know, that Yahweh Shemashah is about to return soon. So get right or die, basically. Okay, so one of the scriptures that I'm going to bring out here is in the book of First Corinthians, and then I'll bring out a few precepts, just to kind of back up my point. Okay, but this is First Corinthians chapter 1 verse 20. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Hath not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? That's right, man, because the wisdom of this world is foolish, man, unto Yahweh Shema Shai. The men of the Lord have the true wisdom. The men out there, in the house and the Bibles with the garments, pushing the word, okay, calling on Yahweh Shema Shai. Those are the wise, man. They have the true knowledge, of the scriptures, okay? Salakia. And it says, verse 21, for after that in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. That's right, man. Because there's a lot of things in the scriptures, that we believe and we go by, that the world does not agree with. So therefore, they don't know the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, now the scriptures, basically tell us, to be, wise as serpent and harmless as doves. Reason why is because, there's a lot of things in this, in the scriptures that if you were to do today in society, it would not be wise. Okay, so we have to use our minds, man. But in the kingdom, it will be alright because, the righteousness will be ruling, man. Okay, for example, the scripture says that, if you're a faggot, you're supposed to be put to death. So if we see a faggot, we're not just going to put that faggot to death because we're going to, basically, we're going to be in the jail cells, man. Okay, so, that's, being harmless as doves but wise as serpents, man. Okay, but that's one of the wisdoms of the Lord, man. Okay, and it says, for after that in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. That's right, because what we're doing out there, in these garments, preaching, that's foolishness, in the eyes of these people, man. But in the eyes of the Lord, that's the right thing to do, man. Okay? But it says right here, by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe, because we're the ones who believe, man. Okay? Otherwise, we would not be out there, battling with the elements, okay? And pushing the word of the Lord if we did not believe, man. Okay? Where's our scripture? Yeah, this is in the book of 1 Corinthians 4 and 9. For I think that God hath set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death. That's right, man, because we're going to, do this work no matter what, and the word apostles means sent forth. So the Lord sent us forth, to push this word, man. And he said that the Lord set the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, man. Because, the men out there, some of them are going to be put to death, man. But people think, that, them being put to death is a righteous thing, but they don't know that the Lord, is basically, I'm taking them away from the evil to come. Like it says in the scriptures, I forget where that verse is, but, the men that are out there doing the work, some of them will be put to death, but in the eyes of the masses, in the eyes of the people who don't know, the truth of the Bible, they're gonna think that that's a just thing because they hate us, but not knowing that the Lord is taking those, elect from the evil to come, man. Okay, but it says, "For I think that God has sent forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, for we were made a spectacle." That's right, man, because us out there in the highways, like I said, with these garments, we are looked at as spectacle, man. People laugh at us. People want to take pictures of us. They think that it's a bunch of zoo. Okay, they don't think that we know what we're talking about. Because we look like fools out there, man. So we're made a spectacle unto the world. Okay, and to angels and to men. For verse 10, we are fools for Yahweh's sake. That's right, man. We're doing this for Yahweh's sake. So it doesn't matter how we look like, man. Okay? And it says, but ye are made wise in Yahweh, man. Okay, but we're made wise in the Lord. Because we put everything, that we love, so-called love, doing, you know, we don't care what the world, sees us, how the world sees us, man. We're doing this for the Lord, man. We're doing this for Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? And it says, we are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but ye are despised. That's right, man. People hate us out there, man. People want to put us to death. Okay? But we don't care, because as it were appointed unto death, man. So at the end of the day, we're going to do the work of Yahweh Shai no matter what, man. Okay? There's a scripture here in the book of Psalms. There's a scripture here in the book of Psalms. I forget where it said, but Lord willing, I'll find it very quickly here. Salakia, just bear with me real quick. That's right, I found it. This is in the book of Psalms, chapter 116, verse 10. I believed, therefore have I spoken, I was greatly afflicted. So, first is we believed, man. When we heard this truth, when we heard, the good and the bad things of the scriptures, we believed it, man. Because we knew that this is the way, man. Waki in it. We knew that this is the truth. So first, I believed, therefore have I spoken. We went out there in the highways and the byways, and we spoke the truth, of the scriptures down, man. Okay, we spoke the 100% truth of the scriptures. Okay, I believe, therefore have I spoken. I was greatly afflicted, because these people, they hate when we do this. When we do this work out there, so they afflict us, man. And not even that, but the elements, because the scriptures tells us, preach the word, be therefore salakia, but it says, I'm a preach the word, be instant, in season and out of season. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. So even when it's break cold out there, we're still, our duty is to do the work of the Lord Yahweh Shai. So that's how we're also getting afflicted by these elements, man. Okay? And it says, I believe, therefore have I spoken, I was greatly afflicted. Now I got a precept, Galatians chapter 4, verse 6. Okay? It says, and because ye are sons, God hath sent forth the Spirit of his Son in your heart, crying, Abba, Father. Wherefore thou art no more a servant, but a son. And if a son, then heirs of God through Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Okay? But verse 6 it says, and because ye are sons, God hath sent forth the Spirit of his Son in your hearts. That's right, man. Okay, so the Lord gave us the truth, man. He sent the Spirit of his Son in our hearts. That's why we believe, we have spoken, and then we are greatly afflicted, man. Okay? And it says, crying, Abba, Father. That's right, man. We are the men who are out there sighing and crying for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, man. For all the abomination, all the filthiness, that is happening in this world. We're the ones who are crying, man. Sighing and crying. That's in the book of Ezekiel. Let me get that. You know, this is the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Okay, so we are those men, Lord willing that we're part of the elect, the angels, has set forth a mark, it's a spiritual mark, exempt from judgment. That's what the word mark there means, okay? It's not the same mark in the book of Revelation, about the, charagma, the chip, and, the mark in the book of Revelation is charagma, which means, I'm an incision, okay? That's a different mark. This mark is a spiritual mark, which means exempt for judgment. So, Lord willing that we're part of the, the elect, the Lord, has sent the angels, to set a mark on us, for the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst of us. So like it, So Lord willing that we are those men, we are sealed, man. Okay, because a lot of people come against us because we're not of this world. Okay, we speak against this, against the society, against this world, because we're not of it. We want this world to be righteous again. Okay, because Lord willing that we are those men, we're the ones who who helped Yahushua create this planet. So therefore we want to see it back in its natural form, man. Okay, because the earth is dying slowly, man. Okay, so we are also dying slowly, man. So we're pissed off, so we are the ones who are crying to Yahweh Bashim Shai, to return, and to redeem us, so then we could start the process of bringing the earth back into righteousness again, man. Okay. So, back here in Galatians, it says, And because ye are sons, God has sent forth the Spirit of His Son. So, okay.